Hi. Oh, okay.
Mhm. Well,
No? Okay. How are you?
good.
Can I ask you something?
Ask away. What's up?
This is not a trick question. I don't really do that. Like, it's just, I just would genuinely want to know. Are you proud to be American?
Of course, I was born and raised here. Why?
So that's the only reason you're proud is just because of where you're born?
Yeah, yes, I'm proud to be an American.
Yeah, I just was asking.
Yes,
Cool. Anyway, I was just asking why.
that I love America.
Why?
There is no reason why. I just love. It's the land of the free. Man, if I even like say that, she's gonna like kind of bad. But I'm gonna fuck it. But fuck it, man. I'm gonna just say it. It's the land of the free and home is my grave.
I don't feel free at all. Like, no. I was thinking about it, and I think this is a good time to say this because it's not near an election. Not year, I mean, it is an election, but it's not close enough to an election. Nobody's just won or lost. So, it doesn't
You
have to.
gotta wait till 2028.
No, I mean, there is a midterm election this year, but it's not till the fall. Um, so it's not like political based on like who's in office or something like just happened or who's out of office. Like what I realized today that like I don't wanna be, like, hyperbolic and be like, "America's the worst country on earth, actually. America's terrible." Like, I don't wanna say like, I just wanna be genuine. I'm not proud to be American. Like, I have been thinking about it. My life is so unbelievably bad. What has happened to me throughout my life is a freaking nightmare that has not stopped, and, obviously the people I've dealt with directly in America have been in America. Um, but I mean, some of the people that have robbed me have been overseas. Like we can talk about terrible people overseas because they certainly exist everywhere. But I feel like America is particularly attractive to selfish, greedy people. Like we can say shit all you want, like, oh well, we just want freedom. But it's like we want more. We want our kids to have more. We want more, 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 more. It's like when you think about, oh, well, just coming here to be free. Like, why do so many people come here and like, oh, they want to be a doctor? Really, they want the most well-paying job. They want more money. Like, no one's going to disagree that America doesn't worship like the almighty dollar. And we're supposed to be like, of course, like, I think that, I think that, yes, people have come here, in some ways, oh, escaping terrible circumstances. I'm sure some of that's true, but I just feel like I would argue that the people here and the people that have come here have been a self-selected group where a higher percent than the average elsewhere are more likely to be attracted at the prospect of making money. And I say that because it's deeply affected me where I am in a literal prison of hell. Like, my life is an unbearable torment because of what's being done to me by the incomprehensible greed of others in this country, mainly. I'm certain that I'm robbed from other cities, but I'm actually not even talking about that. I'm giving it like, no, People are selfish overseas, like, in other places, of course, like, we don't have the monopoly on greedy people, but are we gonna pretend that, like, it's not, like, an American trait so common that we just pretend it and cloak it in like, how about this? We try to say, "Okay, people have, like, fought for our freedom." True, but a lot of that was being drafted, and a lot of it is people at the top, again, taking advantage of there is profit to be made in war, and so it ends up with greed somewhere. And so it's like, okay, you have people, making money off that or people forced to do something, and it's like, yes, people here have liberated elsewhere, like, there has been good things done, like, of course, but I don't think it's enough to say and that represents everyone in America, everyone would do that willingly, totally, like, and more than, like, elsewhere, like, I don't think it's enough, like, for you to say that, then I feel like it pushes under the rug, like, I was raped in this country. It wasn't it wasn't treated with any respect in this country. I've been robbed in this country. I am being targeted, like, in this country. Like, and I'm supposed to be proud. And not to mention, like, our healthcare system, like, my back is broken. Nobody caught like, we have the best healthcare in the world apparently, and nobody caught that my back is broken until I literally demanded it to be X-rayed, and then she didn't even notice until I'm like, "Really? Didn't they do my" No, they didn't, like, I'm just saying, like and yeah, you could, like, put any of this as though I'm the only person with, like, an unfortunate circumstance. Like, I'm not, and I'm not even trying to say, like, again, that this doesn't exist elsewhere. I just think if you picked a person and you said, "I wanna make money. I want money, 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 money. Where am I gonna go?" They're going to America, and over time, I think you will see a pattern that the population builds around people with that as the main goal. What are you surprised about?
Wait. First, you was mentioning about your way and how like and now you're mentioning about when people make money, they coming. Are you talking about? Uh, are you talking about different countries or people coming to America when they make money? Is that what you're saying to me?
I'm saying that, yes, of course, I love my country, and I love every single other country also. How about that? Is that terrible? That I don't think we have the greatest people in the world. All the best people are here? Is that so terrible? Like, that I think that there can be great people everywhere?
Sometimes you keep, sometimes you keep thinking about that, and the Stella. You know that people are listening to you on YouTube right now, and they can just and they can just take that out of a context and
Oh, wow, you're right. This is the home of the brave. I should be a total coward, right? You're so proud of our bravery. So why don't I not speak my mind? What a great thing to be proud of. Yeah, I know people can hear me.
Stella, think about what happened to me when I did that. The
Did
police
what?
came to my house. The
I'm
police came to
so
my house.
you're equating me saying that everywhere in the world has good people and I love every country to threatening to eat someone's dog and cannibalize them? You're really equating those 2? I'm
No,
supposed to sit here and say I hate every country that's not America, they're all worse and have worse people? That's the way to be? I don't believe that.
no, Stella, it's your day. Hey, I'm just listening to your things, okay?
No, but it's you're acting like I'm saying something crazy to say that I don't believe that we're better than everyone. How is that crazy? Like, I think that there are a lot of good people here and everywhere else. I think that
Yeah.
yeah, I do. Um, I think we have a higher propensity for greed in the people here, and I think it's something that everyone here needs to look out for. And I absolutely believe you need to watch your back for that. I think when you look at places and you wonder why things are more expensive in America, it's lawsuits. It's lawsuits. You know how
Yeah.
people will come here and say, "I want my kid to be a lawyer. Money, 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 money." Well, like, look around. Everything has been affected by greed. Everything.
Now, will you calm the fuck down, please? When you say for me, uh, for people to watch your back, what the fuck you think I've been doing my whole life watching my back? You don't think that, Stella. Let me tell you something. You don't think that many different people have that watch your back? Think about what the hell happened to George Floyd, technically, to Aaron Martin, certain other black people who were shot by police.
I mean,
I mean, and look at me. I'm black. I watch my back every fucking day, so I don't have to like go through the same thing that they went through, especially George Floyd. All right, shit.
yeah, I mean, I think that like that's a good example in a lot of ways. Um, because that's a man that was also poor and his circumstance, like that also leads to like worse and worse circumstances. And it's like we want to just act like um as a country, the lowest among us like isn't going on or something. Like in black sales, the lowest I mean financially, obviously. Like eh, there's a part where they want to like build or rebuild their fort, but because Jack had like so much money and they were like, "No, you need to pay us more, like, because we don't need it because you gave us the money before to do it." And you give them enough money, and then they're like, "Well, we don't need to work. Like, we're rich." And then if everyone's rich, you can't get anyone to do it. And I feel like that's how, like, as a country, you have to keep everywhere, like, you're lower, like, rung financially. Like, you have to keep people as a design, like, dependent. And then that's how you're trying to, like, what I've witnessed from the outside, like, as a low status person, um, it's just a system based on using people that everyone's on board with, just kinda not everyone, I should not say that. Many people enough are on board with just hoping that they can get onto the using end. Um, and I feel like with that
I need to cut you off right quick because I was reading what Terry just wrote. He said, and I quote, if George Floyd was
Mhm.
spaced out on enough drugs to kill a horse and pass illegal money, nothing would have happened to him. How the hell would he have be on drugs and have illegal money, Terry? The guy couldn't breathe, all right?
Yeah, I can't, like, totally get into, like, every particular case because, like, then you'll be, like, bogged down in anyone disagreeing with, like, any certain person, but as a whole, like, a legal system, the wealthier people of whatever, like, race tend to get out of it more if they can use their power. Like, crimes that other people, like, with lesser protection would get in trouble for. Like, I don't think that we have this great legal system. Like, I've been forced to be inside of it, and I can tell you sick, sick, sick. This is the reason people say that, like, "Oh, it's lawfare. Oh, the punishment. Oh, the like, and we're proud of it. It's the best in the world. I don't think so. I bet you other people might have some good ideas too to contribute because if it's the best in the world, then why are we living like you're the king and the peasants? You're King George, that you're the lord, the landowner, and the lesser folk. It's the same thing. You put a different names and a different person there, but I don't see how it makes us so much superior when you really look at it.
That's right there.
What?
Still, still, shit. How can I start explaining? Because right now, normally I would explain myself about this, but right now I can't.
I was talking to someone last night. She not really talking. Um, I think she was like selling a pantyhose or something, and she was leaving the country. And um, I think I had said, "Well, you can take it out of the package, like if it's cheaper to ship or something." And she's like, "Yeah, I'm trying to get rid of things so I can't take." And I think at first I was just thought like, "Oh, why would she be like leaving the country?" And it just hit me like I always said that. Like that's how I think you're just immediately trained to say that. So we don't like fight for better because we just are trained to be like, and we're the greatest country on earth and we've always have been. And our people are the best people ever, the greatest people ever. And it's like, you know, we have a lot of heroes. Of course we do. People that have fought valiantly. Of course we do. I don't feel like we should use their blood to like allow us to not be introspective about the state of our country. Like, truthfully, and it's when it occurred to me, it's like, you know what? Why should she stay? Like, and it's immediately impacted like, oh, well, like it's like our freedom and everything. Like, what do you mean our freedom and everything? Like, I am being treated in a way that most people like would seen like in other countries. I don't feel like or have any experience being treated like this. Like, and I feel like it's distinctly American the way that the frenzy over eating me alive, over consuming me whole with nothing left, over like when I looked up, people in lawsuits, like, do they ever kill themselves? And it turned out that it's like incredibly high amount. Like it is not uncommon for people like because of like the stress and the pressure, like again, the torture of it. And I saw someone said like a lawyer, and they were like, my first thought was because if someone said the person they were suing like killed themselves, like, did they target the estate? Did you go after that for the money? And it's like, this is our country? This is our country? Like a person was tortured enough to kill themselves, and you're just gonna walk over their body to take their wallet. Like, yeah, I'm so proud. Like, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure there's things to be proud of everywhere. I'm sure there are to be in America
Going to
too.
jail like it should be, Stella. I'm gonna stop you right there. There are things to be proud of. A lot of fucking things. Be proud that you're still on this earth, Stella. Be proud that you still got a roof over your goddamn head. Be proud.
Yeah, I'm
Be,
so proud that Americans are trying to take it. I'm so proud that the American system allows for me to be abused. I'm so proud that in this country, the roof over my head is completely not safe. I'm like, you're saying things like my life and my health. There's a reason I haven't been to a doctor in like almost a freaking year. I was
Stella, then why the hell are you still? Why are you still? Why are you still? Why are you still on this earth? Well, no, why are you still on this earth? Because God kept kept you on this earth. Shit.
Okay.
I don't know what to say. I don't know. I don't know what to say.
I feel like you're
The,
okay.
more positive stuff I try to avoid is not only because I counter negativity. So I'm gonna stay off.
There's always this thing, but I feel like if it was an election year and someone was like winning or losing, like then it could be just traced back to a certain politics and be like, oh, she's only saying this because this person's in the White House or this person's not. And I don't, I'd rather be like right now because it's like, you can't directly tie it. Like, why am I saying this? I'm saying this because of how I'm treated in this country. That's caused me a more deep introspection on why I feel this way. Like I used to always say, well, what's this? Okay.
Let me ask you this question. Can you think of one positive thing about 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 yourself? Can you think of one positive thing?
About myself?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Um, I have given everything I had to save my dog's life, which shows proof of a deep, profound love that not everybody is capable of or chooses to embrace. And the fact that it's forced me to like literally put my money where my mouth is and show me like that love really is first in my heart, like is me and everything I speak of caring is true. Um yeah, I'm proud of myself for that, but I also feel like this world, so much of it will hurt you if they can gain from it. Will take from you if they can gain from it. Like, here's another thing I like about myself. I have never, ever, 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 ever once enjoyed another person's suffering. People
Stella,
that have been
I know.
people that have been the cruelest to me, I still couldn't stand to see them suffer. I remember this one woman online, who has given some like pretty awful opinions. I never given like a thumbs down or anything, but I remember it being like, she would be like, better than everyone. Everyone is awful. Like, okay. And then this one time she got taken in by some woman that was like pretending to be her friend and she was crying and I had a tear. I felt so bad for her. Like that, even the people that I would think like I don't want to see them suffer and I don't enjoy it at all. I remember that on the show Fargo season, was it the last season? And the guy, played by John Hamm, was the bad guy. Um, he didn't get violently abused in the end. And I remember someone writing me was like, "I just wish that you got to see him suffer more." And I responded that I think that the reason they didn't show that is because it would engender sympathy to him. And they probably didn't want to do that. Like if at the end he got so harmed. But I think that there are people have enjoyed it. And I think that this is why I feel like I've war gamed it out. And there's no way for me to actually win in this life because my enemy has me.
What you just say?
I said half of something.
You know,
Okay.
did you saying there's no way you could win? You better take that motherfucking shit back because yes, you can win.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Because Stella, don't
Right.
forget, I no, don't forget Stella. You don't think I went through this when I was younger back then? You damn right I did. And that second time I went back into that mental hospital. I
Mhm.
laid in that bed, Stella.
Right.
I, I laid in that bed and I said to myself, I need to do something with my life. And I
Mhm.
think Stella, in my 20s, I was suffering. In my
Right.
30s, I was suffering. Mid 30s, I was suffering.
Right.
Until I was 30. It took me until I was 30 fucking 8 years old. 38
Okay.
to fix my life. Now, Stella, You can witness.
God.
The only thing you need to do is,
Oh
can you
God.
do it? Yes, you can do it. So why can't you?
It's the equivalent of you talking about being in the hospital and like the doctor torturing you, and one, knowing they could get away with it, and two, enjoying your torture. But that didn't happen to you. Cool.
Actually, it didn't. I
I know. I understand. Anyway, back to what I was saying. So anyway, I like war game this out because thinking like, wait a minute, hold on, let me try to remember where it was, and you cut me off. If your enemy believes you're their enemy and you don't have enemies, like if I don't want to see anyone suffer and they want to see me suffer and quite frankly die, like if they could profit from my death, that is 100% what they want. How are you fairly matched? I mean, if you were two like football teams in a way, except like the rules, like one, like you could kill each other, but one team would never resort to that, and they don't want to see the other one harmed, and one of them are bloodthirsty and would be totally willing to kill the others. This isn't like a fair match. So as long as I exist in the world and I don't want to see anyone suffer, I can't win like in the way that I'm describing. Like because seeing someone else suffer is not a win to me. To me, it's not. I get no joy from that. Um, and I think a lot of people do. No, I don't. I did totally disagree with you.
people do. And do you want to know why a lot of people people are sleeping? Because it's fun for them.
Yeah, that's true.
Enjoy it.
Yeah,
They enjoy it. But still, let them be assholes. Let them let let them let them act the way they want to act. Because I'm gonna tell you this.
mhm,
If you don't think karma is real, it is. Because karma is gonna come back and bite them. You don't think all those years when I was bullied in school, I want to karma back on them? Get damn right I did. Did you know what I did?
what?
I didn't do nothing. I stayed, took it like a man, graduated, and here I am.
Right. But Arthur, when you got taken away, I didn't want to see you suffer, and I allowed you back. The person that put out revenge porn on me literally wrote you, and I have a copy of the email, like, you sent it to me, where he specifically said, "I want to see her suffer," um, and the people that went out to look at the revenge porn of me and participate in the crime and brutality against me in my suffering. Like, this is a directly saying, I want to see her pain and suffering. I want her to suffer. Like, I never want to see you suffer. You didn't want to see me suffer. There are people that do. Um, and I'm not saying this is only in the realm of American. I'm just kind of saying, like, you know what? At a certain point, when like kindness has come to me in from people in other countries, and cruelty has. Kindness has come to me from people in this country, and cruelty has. I don't feel like we have a monopoly on love and kindness and being a good person. And to the extent that I'm being harmed, I kind of have my mind open that, you know what, if some people are leaving and trying a life somewhere else, it's like good for them. I genuinely hope that they find a better life.
Let me give you one thing I face to face with.
Right.
Saying that that's a fucking film.
A what?
Parent.
Oh, lost a parent. Yeah. I had both. Yeah.
No. Face to face with a parent.
Oh, a Karen. Sorry. Well,
This is one of them. And God.
what Terry would tell me sometimes when I'm mistreated in public, like, be a Karen. Speak up. Don't be afraid to like speak up for yourself. He would use the term because it's like
don't do that. Don't do that.
Well, I think okay.
Uh, uh, so, if you go out and do this and act like that, people gonna think that you're the most that you are evil. Don't you dare do no camera.
Okay. I think he means it more to say if I order a large bag of popcorn and I get like 3 kernels in a hand, to say, "Be a Karen and ask for the manager," or ask to be like, I ordered a large," and not to be like, "Oh, don't complain," don't be like, "I'm a white woman, so don't complain about this." Like, if you have every right to, like, advocate for yourself, like,
Stella, don't complain, period, because it just, just talk to them nicely, tell them about it. Because Stella, I think I know you see me, okay? Especially I see this one woman, Kyla McDonald, was so upset because she didn't get a chance of her nuggets and she just destroyed the whole restaurant.
destroy the restaurant.
Destroyed stuff. She threw stuff all around the restaurant. Yes.
I think sometimes people snap. I I don't know, like, for this person totally as an example, but, like, I think that oftentimes it's, like, the pressure in someone's life, um, like, I got to a point where, like, not over nuggets and not throwing things, but I would confront people staring at me and just be like, "Why are you staring at me?" Like, I remember after my mom died, going to, like, a 99-cent store, and I had, like, my slippers on or something, like, I didn't totally, like, brush my hair, it was like I was needed food, and I needed to leave the house and get food, um, and I don't have a lot of money, so I was going to the 99-cent store and just being snickered at and stared at, like I had to be on display, like, didn't I understand that existing in the world was some sort of a beauty pageant, a contest of how you look for your appraisal that you never signed up for, you just had a dead parent? Um, and I was just like, "Please stop staring at me, like, you're making me uncomfortable. Please stop." Like, where I think if it hadn't been so depressed, like, maybe I wouldn't have, I just didn't have anything to lose to be like, "Please stop staring at me." Like, am I supposed to just look away and pretend like sometimes I will, like, like, this is, like, so
Ding,
awkward.
ding, 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 ding. You just said the right answer. Just let them stir.
What are you
Just
talking about?
ignore it.
What?
Just, just let them stare.
It's literally designed to be hyper aware of being stared at because you could be preyed upon. So, you have peripheral vision, you understand you could be attacked, so being stared at and publicly monitored, if we didn't have the biological design to be aware of it, like, we wouldn't be alive in this day and age, like, we wouldn't have made it this far as a species, so you can't, like, just ignore or you're showing off your survival instinct. If I'm being stared down by s why shouldn't I be like, "Please stop?"
But they think that this one person is this. Almost this one person because they're thinking that they're thinking that one person is staring at them, and they because let me just tell you this: this one was a woman back in 2020 walking her dog, and she calls the police on this black guy, okay, because because she thought she was that dangerous. But when he was a bit irritated with her, she was the one who was insulting him, and she got arrested, and she got fired from her job. So basically, it can also be that people are staring at you because they think that you're staring at them, and they're going to take it, and they're going to, yes, initially you're going to ask them to stop staring at you, but then they're going to ask the same thing as well. Why are you staring at me?
Well, I could hear them commenting about what was on the conveyor belt of mine. Like, I could hear them commenting about my footwear and my clothing. Like, if I hear you commenting about what I look like before I ever look at you, how is that comparable to me staring at them staring at me? Like, I'm aware because I hear you speaking about it as you're staring at me. The first time I looked at them was when I asked them to stop staring at me that I was uncomfortable. Like, that's not the same thing of the woman walking her dog or whatever.
All right,
Anyway, I'm sorry.
all right,
I reached a breaking point this morning actually. I had been
okay.
thinking about what I'm going through, like last night, putting it into words, some of it, and then like Philo gets me up early, barking, and it stirred up in me this terrible emotion of I got confused of who was here outside doing the pool. And it brought everything back and also with what I was, like, remembering and, like, where my thoughts were last night, and because, like, I only had gotten at that point, like, not enough sleep, I get awakened and my neck is, like, really stiff and a lot of pain, and I'm shaking and, like, back again. I couldn't calm down. I had to take antihistamine, fall back asleep to calm down. It put me back asleep. That's why I didn't get to go to the grocery store till later than I wanted. Um, and I'm in pain. Like, I took had to take 2 Tylenol before the show. Um, my mind is on my suffering right now, and it's been for a long time. I feel I'm more and more broken down, and I'm I can't. I literally cannot escape it. I'm subject to a living hell that I cannot do anything more to escape it. Um, not at this time. And you have to be so aware of this prison that it just does something to you. And I think with myself today, the fact that like I'm making it out late, I'm in all this pain and I go to get this done. And I think as I look at this the 4th of July things, you get the 250 years plates. And I thought to myself, like, what what do I have to be celebrating? Like, personally, I feel like what's I should go and celebrate that people have the freedom to essentially beat me every day down to an almost unsurvivable pulp to where I believe that so many people would have like killed themselves before this point. Um like without my strength to like just survival and like to be here for you guys and for Fila. Um I feel like it could have just completely taken me down already, and it's just every day like a beating in America by Americans under the law and the yeah, under the banner of America. I am suffering greatly. Um, it's really damn hard to be proud right now. Um, maybe if things turn around for me and maybe I see some connection to why I'm better off for it to be in America. Um, but it's not appearing so quickly or clearly to me right now. Right now, I'm seeing a lot of the negative, And I pieced it together as, you know what, I think that there probably is a correlation to seeking profit and it's again, there is on the other countries you talk about, okay, we could say, okay, China, big country, a lot of people, right? So I'm talking about some have sold poisonous products to other countries, including America. And then you could say, and then that's that's greedy to, cheapen it at the risk of others. And but then you could say, well, what about the companies buying that? Um, and not hiring like workers here because again of the greed, not wanting to pay more. But then you could say, what about the people not buying the ones that are made here to buy from there? And then again, it's like, okay, but then you could say, but they're in crushing poverty. And why is that? Is that like, and I just think that a lot of it goes back to a lot of greed. And ultimately, there's enough of that here that you can kind of point to it as it's a real issue. It's our one of our real issues. Not only we're not the only country that has it. I get it, but I think that the freedom banner, it's a lot of that. It's a freedom to make money and how you do that. Um that's the thing that I think we're like so proud of in a lot of ways. And I'm just, I'm questioning it.
That's your opinion. Uh, that's how you feeling about it, okay? Because
It,
let me just, I'm gonna just tell you like it is. I love America. Yes, there have been a lot of negative stuff, but Stella, I'm still here. I'm still here on this. I'm still here. It's two little cousins, and Barrett and Ava, who I love so much. I have kids still here, except for my grandparents. But see, but when it comes to stuff like this, so that's why I don't do. That's why I don't talk about political shit. So what I'm trying to say is, oh man, it's just because stuff doesn't go the right way doesn't mean that certain stuff in the world is bad all the time.
it's not about going. Like, I mean, if you're watching a sporting event, if you're watching two football teams, your team doesn't win. That's one thing to say, it didn't go my way. But if a guy from the other team stabs your quarterback to death, it's like, well, it didn't go his way. No, somebody did an act of evil, like not going this way. Let's point out evil when it's occurring. And I would hope do something about it. But if they're wealthy, they got a good defense attorney, maybe there's money to be had in claiming who, like, I mean, I think that what you're saying about things not going my way, I'm sure that there are circumstances like that. But what I'm thinking of right now with myself, it's literally deliberate actions being taken out of greed. That's not going your way. That's
Yeah, well, Stella, you may think that a lot of times stuff don't go your way, but a lot of times stuff do go your way.
a lot.
Yes. I don't care what people say. Yes, a lot of stuff can go your way. A lot of stuff cannot go your way. And yes, it's gonna be upsetting. But guess what? when I don't have stuff going my way, yes, yes, I'm gonna admit it. I get upset because guess what? I don't I don't let it get me down the whole time. I fucking let it go.
I asked ChatGPT what that meant, let it go or get over it. I think it had to do with Dua Lipa, I guess, married a guy, and I guess his ex was like an influencer and said that he wouldn't post her on his page. Said he didn't believe in that or dating, like he wouldn't date a really famous person. And then and also that apparently he met Dua Lipa while they were out having dinner together. Um, and a lot of the comments, right? And so I asked ChatGPT what that meant, and they said it like they was said, what was it? Emotionally, move on emotionally or not, um, or emotionally. Hold on, like let me. I can probably pull it up because it was a pretty short
I
thread.
can just give you that. The meaning is
I got it.
just move on.
I got it.
Just move.
Stop being emotionally affected by something that happened and move on with your life. And that's why.
So,
Oh, okay. Anyway, so I asked it then, well, if you're a sociopath, is it easier to move on from death if you're not emotionally affected by it? And like,
uh, for-
okay, well, when someone say also you could get over this, get over that. And I feel like that's kind of what I was thinking about me being different. It's like one thing I like about myself, yeah, I care. Emotionally, I care. And with that means a person who doesn't emotionally care, they're better off in a lot of ways because they can navigate in a way that's not influenced by harming or hurting others. Like if they could legally do it and then not care and not be affected emotionally, if it only is serving their interest in a certain way, then I think life is a lot smoother for them. Where for me, you hit a lot of bumps and like push back because it's like, well, wait a minute, no, this would be mean, this would be wrong, or no, this I can't do that because that would hurt this person, or um wait, I can't just act like this didn't happen. This is unbearably sad. And it matters. And it's so, but if someone's like, oh no, don't care, don't feel really sad, who cares about them? That's that like, um, I think like when you lost your grandmother, I never say to you, get over it. Like that's just not
you know,
something that's in my
for it. You want to know who got over it? I'm on with their life, even though I still love them. I did
Mhm,
by myself. By myself.
mhm. So you're not affected emotionally by it anymore.
Not like 5 years ago.
Mhm. And why do you think that is?
Because her soul, when I was talking to her in my sleep, or sometimes at the house, she tells me to she told me, what a soul told me?
No.
Sister told me is, you will always be in my heart. You will always be here forever. And she told me that
You never told me that.
on
You never told me that. When did that happen?
happened, no, let me finish. And she said, just live on with your life. I will always love you, grandson, and I will see you in the next life. I said, okay. You see, fella, a lot of people can get over stuff.
Oh
I
yeah.
know it's hard to and I know it's hard to get over it. But Stella, there are certain little stuff that I've heard you complain about, and a lot of that stuff you can easily get over it.
Oh, easily. You know, I think the reason people are able to harm me so much is because they know that they don't care. Because they know that they could get over harming me, and therefore allowing me to have such loss and such pain is so easy because they can get over it. Whereas my lack of ability to get over things is why I protect everything. Because, like, my dog, knowing that I would not get over her loss is why I gave everything to keep her alive. If I was like, I'll get over it. Yeah,
That's
that
why, and there's also another reason why they
Mhm,
say, well, still give you a hard time because, and this is the truth, Stella,
mhm.
that the reason why that they do that is because, not because it's fun for them, but because, Stella, they know that you are a easy target.
Yeah, I am. That's really true. Yeah. I'm incredibly vulnerable.
I know that I know in my inner positive that this girl is a weakling.
Okay.
That's why. But there's one thing you can do to stop that. You got to show them that you're not weak. You got to show them that you're not an easy target. You got to show them that you are a strong. And I want to say this: that you are a strong bitch.
Okay, and what does strength mean to you?
Strength means to not let nobody fuck with me.
I
You think
don't
I'm
have
gonna?
control over that, and you don't either.
You think I'm gonna let someone mess with me? I
Yes.
haven't.
Yes.
No, hell no.
That we can't control it. All of it. I think we have to allow it to a point because what can we do?
What? What?
No, I mean
Have to allow what?
certain disrespect, cruelty, wrong treatment, wrong. Yeah, I think so.
We don't. So you can, but I don't, and you shouldn't either.
I don't want it as much as you don't want it. It's kind of a sad reality that I'm not all powerful and able to stop anyone that means me harm. I just can't do it. I couldn't do it. It's a reality of life that unfortunately I have been, I don't want to say on the wrong side of because I don't think it's the right side to harm others. It's just feel like it's a reality that I more and more have to accept. Um if strength means I'm able to stop it, then of course I'm not strong enough to do that. No one is really. And if strength means being a sociopath and not caring about things and just being able to get over, that's not me either. If strength
Or
means
you.
I carry the weight of almost unbearable burdens, I suffer every single day. I cry, my entire body hurts. I I relive trauma and live through new trauma.
And
And
who
I
was doing that? And who was doing that? Who was really doing it? I'm gonna give you the answer right now. The person who's actually doing all this is you.
so I tried to kill my own dog. No, I mean, wouldn't you it's me?
You you nearly tried to what?
No, I'm saying what I mean to say is if that was to be true, then according to you, my trauma over someone trying to kill my dog is me doing that. You know what I mean? Like, I remember you remember the day that I recorded that video screaming and crying, and you were like, "What is going on?" Like, showing like and I just don't believe that that was me doing that. Like, the video is like somebody else. That wasn't me in a costume.
Stella,
The man.
Stella, what can it take? What can it take for you to to fight this? What can it take for you to fight this? You know what? Because as of right now, the only thing we can do is just pray for you. The only thing, how can you do?
On my own? What can I do on my own?
Yes, yes.
I'm
I
doing
mean, what can you do?
I'm doing as much as I can. And I think that the sad reality is that people die in this life. We can say all we want. Life goes on, and then someone dies 2 minutes later. And then you just trace it back like, "Okay, well, not for them, but okay, what about 5 minutes? No. What about a day? No." Well, then where's the line where life actually can go on? And what they mean to say is, for some people, some things, like, yeah, that's really not worth thinking about. Like, because it's not really like a general rule, like life goes on. Like, I feel like people don't just get over things.
Yes, they
And
do. Yes, they do.
yeah, I mean, with that thinking, like you could justify anything. Like you could literally justify the Holocaust. Hey, they all got over it, right? Like, and if not, it's their fault. And you know what? The whole world should just get over it. Like,
Why are you bringing up that?
it's because I'm saying that because we don't get over it is a reason that it shouldn't ever happen again, also. Like, it's part of our defense of it ever happening again is that we never got over it. And we never will. And that's why, like, we stay on our toes and look for signs of similar behavior because we don't get over it. And for myself, I don't want to be an example of, hey, do someone extreme harm, no matter how cruel you are. It's their fault if they don't get over it. I don't want to be that example because that way my harm will be an excuse to harm everyone else. This girl,
Okay.
this boy, this man, this woman, harm, harm, harm everyone. Because hey, after all, look at Stella. She was tortured and she got over it. What?
Um,
No. If there's anything I have a right to be upset about, it's my own torture. Yeah. No, not everyone just gets over things. I don't think I mean,
what the hell is going on with this call in tonight? What the hell's going on? I mean, really. All I wanted to do was just play a game with you, just chill out with you, but this bullshit's getting me a fucking head.
I'm I'm not invincible. I'm not, impermeable. My body is weak. Like guess last week for date night and I was like, I don't feel good. I tried. I kept hoping I would feel better. My body has been breaking down. Like I feel there were times there were times that I've done it and I felt not only after like that I was sexually like assaulted, but especially after I was robbed. And then I thought, okay, but at least it helped pay, for food for me and feel like it helped Rox. Like, and then seeing Like, here I am now. I'm telling you, my body is broken. My body is in a lot of pain. Unbearably depressed. And yet I feel like I gotta demand my body to get up and do more, or else what are you gonna do, Stell? Like, really? But then it sometimes it feels like it's
What?
too little to make a difference, and yet it's all that I can do. And if it's all you can do and it doesn't really make a difference, then then it leaves you just in a very sad place. And I have been obviously for a while, but it's like I feel like my body is like something needs to change and yet I can't. So everything I ever done, every damage ever done to my body, everything will amount to far, 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 far less, even I believe in the course of my future, than what just one person will get for their destruction of me. And already included in that in part. Actually, I don't even need to include already the damage, even though it's unbearable, and I haven't it's just so bad. I hate thinking about it, but this is where I'm at right now. And I know you like to think of it as, but Stella always gets up. Stella always comes back, no matter how bad it gets, again and again and again and again. But really, Stella, in a scale of time, trends downward to breaking down and down. It's not what I want, but what else can I? Sorry, sorry. I'm upset
I don't
about
know.
it. I'm upset about it. You know?
I don't know what to tell you, man. I've been through this shit whole life. You don't think I felt the same way you did? Yes, I did. You don't think I had? You don't think? You don't think I was like saying crazy stuff up to people, especially to my family? Yes. You don't think I was like threatening? You don't think I was threatening to harm myself or kill myself? You're damn right I was. Do you know what my mother told me? And I told you this before. She told me on those times when I was not her child, she said, whatever happened to her that she raised.
Mhm.
And so I looked at myself in the mirror every fucking day that year, for those years. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I splashed water in my face and I said this, where is that kid? Where is he? And I kept finding him. And it took, and let me just tell you, Estella, it took me longer. There's one thing I didn't do. I don't quit.
Um,
I didn't quit. I didn't fucking quit.
I know, but what I am thinking is I keep going back to trying to find another way, trying to think if there's something I'm missing, trying to think of something I could do. It's not a quitting, it's thinking I work as hard as I can. What am I doing wrong? Like, and the fear is, if what if I'm not doing anything wrong and this still is it, you know? But no, I haven't given up. It's oh hi, bye. It's a good time for a prayer.
The only person, let me tell you something, Priscilla. The only person who can find Stella is you.
Okay, I
You
don't.
know, you can say, you can say, so that's the only thing I can say. You can find who, who, Stella. I had to find myself. Yeah, going through it. I'm going through everything, going through a good life, and guess what? In a couple weeks, I turned 45.
Yeah.
And then after that, 4 days after that, my second little cousin, Ava, is going to be baptized. 4 days after my birthday. She got her earrings on. She had earrings today.
That's something to look forward to.
Yeah. What are you looking at?
My I got an email to set up a security alert for something, so I thought, all right, maybe it's a good time to do that. Um, that's all. It's not
And Stella, let me tell you this. You know what the greatest thing you did?
the greatest thing that I did, like, in my life, or
No, what you did yesterday?
just
When you showed your sexy kids on OnlyFans, that's what you did.
yeah, outside. Well, thank you for your compliment. That's very nice of you to say.
We can sell them. You show your feet, you show your legs, you show your ass, and you show everything else because Stella, that's the one biggest thing that you got. You still got your only thing. Let me tell you this. We love you, Stella.
Yeah, and I
We love
mean,
every we love everything that goes on. You don't think that everybody, including on this live stream, is always thinking about you day? Yes, we do.
well, I appreciate that. I mean, I'm I'm
And you
still
should think what?
well, it's just, I'm still here and I am trying my best. I have, books I'm looking forward to reading. I try to plan on how I can be better in the future. I think that if anyone was in my shoes, they would be down about this. And I haven't given up trying to find a better way. I think about it all the time. Um, I feel like my your thoughts can turn to anger, but they never turn to like ever wanting harm for anyone else. I do want things to work out better, and I'm just always trying to look for any way that I could have a hand in making it better. Something I could do that I'm capable of doing. If the answer is out there, I haven't given up searching for it. But it's really hard, and I'm trying to just express the truth. I don't wanna sit here and make it look easy. I don't wanna sit here and make it look like, "Oh, everything's great, nothing to worry about, life is great." But I no, I also don't want it to be like, "Oh, everything is only bad ever, and everyone should just might as well not even be alive." No, but mhm,
Understand this one. Don't give up.
thank you.
Now, here we go. Lord, still been giving me this, you know, our life is just like a, it's like a, it's like a nightmare. Oh God, you know it's not true. I know it's not true. Everybody knows it's not true. You gotta show her, some memories of show her some good memories. She like, I saw that looks good. I don't do that. This is important. So to show her some good memories of how her life had been okay. Because that her life is good. Still know, still know that, that, still know that yes, there are roadblocks. People can bust right through those roadblocks. saying, and see, I'm a strong person. Think about, think about it, Lord. For the past decades, my mother told me, whatever happened to the son that she raised, and I look at myself in the mirror and say to myself the same thing. Do you think that might help? Hey, Lord, do you think that might help Stella? If you look yourself in the mirror and say, where is the old Stella at? Where is the old Stella that did those old TV um, try on holes at the beginning of YouTube? What happened? What happened to the where's the where's the Stella? Where is the old Stella? Because the old Stella is still in her body, Lord. All she needs to do is bring it out and say, "I'm back." I know it's going to take some time, Lord, but Lord, she can do it. But Lord, you gotta come down and just say to her that
Do you think that my life
what?
what you just said?
Yes,
How? How? How so? How? I'm open to hearing it. How?
oh great.
No,
I'm back.
I'm just asking you to genuinely interrogate your own ideas for
Because if it can happen to me, it can happen to other people.
so if I did more work, more work, more work, more work, found a way to push my body to work harder, do you really and genuinely believe that my life would improve?
Work hard, yes.
You really do.
Please tell her what do you want. What do you want me to say?
What do I
Make
want?
it-
Okay. I don't believe that our success in life has much to do,
Oh,
if anything at all, with the quality, amount, and certainly effort of our work. I don't believe that at all. I don't. I believe if I, because I have given everything I could, and I've been robbed beyond all belief, and I hadn't seen any benefit for it at all. Um, any greater. I've benefited others who've robbed me, but my own life had only got worse and worse and worse and worse. I literally broke my own back, and my life did not improve in any way at all. If I could work as hard as humanly possible tomorrow and my life would not improve, it would far more likely worsen substantially because of the pain and the pressure on my back, on my organs, my nerve. Like, it wouldn't actually improve my life. Like, in other words, if I got up and did a little dance for you and walked and did a twirl, there are some people that might say, "Oh, she looks bigger. Oh, she looks smaller. Oh, why don't you wear what I tell you to?" And that's it. That's it. My life wouldn't actually improve. I wish that was true, but if it was true, things would look very different right now. But it's not true. Making hundreds of channels only to have them deleted is so much more work than just making one and being able to maintain it and keep it. And yet, the easier one, the one with that's far less work, those people that got to have that are doing far better in every single way. They could have time with their family that I didn't have. They could have more ability in their body that I didn't have. Mentally that I didn't have. The pain, imagine what the damage it does. That did like And yet the effort and the work so much less. What they gain is more. What they lose is less. Like, so it doesn't really have an effect. Again, I'm not trying to argue with you because I want you to be wrong. I wish you were right. I genuinely do. Um, that would give me such a better chance because all I have is my ability to work and it's not that great anymore. But I don't have money or parents' money or help, like, and yet it's not enough. You need you need luck. I was watching on Apple, remember that show, Terry? Maximum Pleasure Guaranteed, and one of the detectives said, like, she's got a gambling problem, I guess, and she said something along the lines of like, "Well, life is about luck. Like, there's so much is luck that why not?" Because it's like, and it just felt like hopeless and accurate. Really sad. Um, but I didn't have the luck in this life. I don't have it. I'll wait for it. But and hope. I'm still here, but I think it has more to do with luck um and I've just never been lucky. It's not that I haven't tried. It's not that I haven't been lucky with some things. Um, but the things that I've wanted have not been within my reach with anything to do with effort. And that's what I've always had trouble accepting. Like, someone could say, "You could have anything you want," and I could say, "How about parents?" No? Okay. Like, um, sometimes things are just, there wasn't isn't there a saying, like, sort of a prayer about, um, the wisdom to know the difference between what you can change and what you can't? Um, I'm trying to get that wisdom right now because if my efforts can't change anything, then I pray to be wise enough to see that. Oh, thank you, Jerry. And not just have the false hope because it's if it's not true, then it's not true. And I'm not the only one that's not true for. Like I said, America needs its unlucky people. America needs its people that are, and maybe every country does to an extent. I don't know, but um I am the lifeblood of this country. But what that means is they need to suck my blood dry along with others to thrive. So others can thrive. You know what I mean? Which is not great for me. Yeah. Or other people, and I don't want anyone else in this boat either. I'm just saying from my vantage point, you have an awareness and I don't want to pretend that I don't. Can be aware of something that sucks. Good time for a song.
Oh, what a waste of a damn prayer.
Oh my god. Thank you, bro. Huh.
This song here is a classic from a guy who's not with us now. Because everything that because the only thing that I can just say is this: stop being greedy.
Ouch.
Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh.
You know this one, G.
Y'all be deep in long enough. Now stop being greedy. Get it, buddy. Get to the needy. Get your shit. It don't make me wait. Fuck around a nigga around you. Shut your bit. I can get that food. I can get that hoe. I can get that dough. Y'all don't get that dough. And see what that and agree. Go nice. That's me. What to hurt me? What? Anyway, whatever. Whatever. That's what I did. It's wrong. It's gone. When they come to the report way to the door, they on the court. It was girls. I've been digging over up. Now stop being greedy. It look like give to the needy. It don't make me rich. Fuck about and look about you slack this play. I've been digging over up. Now stop being greedy. Because everybody fit to the needy. It don't make me wait. I never right. You set. It flesh with the gym. With the gym. Leave it alone. Dog out, leave it alone. Like that. Dogs fight. Dogs night fight. Hey. Overnight. Stop running. Come on. I'm coming. Myself. With the wealth. Why does it? Why is it? They need anything. It's stop. At least die open. Yeah. It's free to Quebec. The back. Even over enough. Now stop being greedy. It's real partner. Give to the needy. It don't make me wait. Fuck around and go back. You snack the plate. And over enough. Now stop being greedy. It was DMX. Greedy.
I never heard that song before. Not bad.
Yeah, that's why I said he was
Isn't there a Sublime song, Take All of Your Money, Give It All to Charity? Right? Do you know that one?
That's what he said in the group. Now this one here is a new one. Let me just tell you, this song, this rapper was like all over the world back in the late 90s. Because
In the late 90s.
because um let's just say that when it comes to him, it's like he's got the warm embrace.
The newer one?
It's like at the 4-4 clock, at the block, get it to the drop. I'm my spot, give it my hot, the pussy ass stop on the one in the light. And the pop bird don't strip from me. I got the P's and B's in the Regency. What the reason be? I'ma start squeezing these. Ain't G, that leak thugs, and it ain't shit, and it ain't the motherfucking slugs. The one ain't plugging that, and the whole thing, and I ain't dropping no body here, but the honor from years. Then, and I was flying. Big mama cried in the funeral. The bad man. Very loud. On his hands and it's so low. His foot is so close. So cold. And it's low. And it's that four. It's oh no. And the mate to this answer. The whistle. A pistol. And I tell him we ride. And how much? Oh, no. Get burned, pretty done. You need hot one for the close up contact. A maniac in the blood, like a combat, because that's all that. For the bullet is laced, for the crazy and bait. and even in your face. All I can reach my way to, but I can really love and popo. Let's be love. I don't want to let it go because it's straight love in your warm embrace. I got to be love and popo, but when I pick it up, I don't want to let it ride because and then leave in your warm embrace. I got to be love and not me, but dear, I don't really want to give. Leave in your warm embrace. Oh, you motherfucker better put the knife, better die. Right. Love in your warm embrace. I love the element of earth. God, with the couple on 4-5. And since when you were so God, you motherfucker better get wide, making sure you your foot. And elite, getting the elite, the ties. Look at this, look at it. Ties. With, right. You know, the go, the second time. And like,
Yeah, I know. So,
Look, yeah, we're gonna go again. We went back. Thanks. The case, back in the mouth and break. A little bowl, up, I let it go. They love in your home and brain. I can put it up. So far, but it's a little bit of there. It's not in your home and brain. I can be love, and the mom's here. They love, but they don't really want to kill. But leading your warm and brain. Look at that. Right. Driving your warm and twister.
Twister.
On the break.
That was it. You hadn't done that one before. That was a new one.
Back in high school, back in 98, everybody was jamming to him. This guy was a beast.
Well, thank you. I'm sorry if like you didn't think the call was too much fun, but you know, if you want to call first, because sometimes you get annoyed if you're like, "Oh, I want to call. Like sometimes you deal with like the immediate um um sorry,
You don't have to apologize. I accept it.
um
You,
what's on my mind, yeah.
this is your live stream. You have you have every right to say whatever you want to say. That is all off your chest. I can't stop what you want to say. Nobody can stop what you want to say. This is your live stream. You say what you gotta say, and we gonna just listen.
Well, thank you. I love you. Talk to you next week. Good night. Then I was thinking, oh, I'd love to be out of this. I'd love to things to be different. I would love to dance and celebrate, but it would have to feel like real. And I feel sad that hello.
Oh well,
Speaking
uh,
of sad, want to be sad with me? Got anything to be sad
yeah.
about?
Well, same problems, new day. So this morning I had an overflushing of emotions before work. But yeah, I guess that's my fault for going to sleep and having my thoughts run through my head, try to go to bed. But that's on me, I guess.
For having thoughts?
Yeah, thinking, oh, uh, Sunday was 15 years since, this happened. Oh, then that means also that they've been together for 15 years and this thing has come up for 20 years. Eh, yeah. So I had a low downy
Because don't you
emotion.
ever think if somebody said back then, "Oh, give it time. Oh, you'll feel better." And it's like, "Okay, so it's been 15 years and I don't." What did they mean? 30 years? Is that what they meant by time? Or, "Oh, you'll see. It'll all appear to make some cosmic sense." All right, it's been 15 years, so when's the comic sense gonna come? That's how I feel. Like, time doesn't heal all wounds.
It's like um, uh, well, like the song "Gold Digger." Uh, uh, 18 years, 18. You got the kid for 18 years, then you find out it's not yours or something like that.
I
Uh,
remember the part of the song where he's like, um, keep trying and you stay right. And then when he gets on, he'll leave you for someone
yeah,
else. It's
yeah.
not a beautiful song. It was fun to dance to. Jamie Foxx really can sound like Ray Charles, which is a
You,
talent.
you know what's actually a great uh, Ray Charles song.
God
It
bless
was
America.
uh, hit the
America
road,
Beautiful.
Jack. Don't you come back no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. Don't you come back no more. Oh, woman, oh, woman, don't you come
Stop.
as it-
Alright, I'm gonna let her out of this room. I have to pee. I'll be right back. Talk to the chats.
Hello, everyone. Now it's been a while since I've been called in. I turned 40 the other week. Um, yeah, nothing really new. Um, so I went on what you call um, oh, damn it, I knew it. It was not a blind date. It's speeding. That's the ticket. Yeah, that's the ticket. So went on speed dating about a month ago or so, a month ago at this point in time, and it was actually kind of fun. It was actually kind of fun indeed. And those who never experienced what it is, it's X amount boys and X amount girls who, give a couple minutes, introduce yourself. If things go right, hey, you may get the lucky match.
You're talking about
So,
your speed dating?
yeah. And coming and right after I got off the phone with you the other day,
Yeah.
uh,
It was his birthday.
and,
Did you
and
ever get the cake? Did she ever make the cake?
well, she found the pan, so
Okay.
she 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 will probably eventually make it.
His
But
his mom was gonna make him an ice cream cake, and he complains about his life.
oh, it was. So this is going to be at the end of July.
Oh, yeah.
So hoping to do one of those again. Maybe I see that chick with the 6-inch heels that had the trolling for dick dress.
What?
Now, to give the description what I mean. Got gang. She came in with almost like stripper heels and dress slit down the side. She was trolling for some wiener that day. By the way, I'm watching the bedroom, so I can't really interact with the chat. By the way,
No. So, question.
I've had your answer. Probably. I don't know. 42.
Never have I ever had sex that only lasted for a minute or less. Oh. Well, actually, yeah, when I was assaulted, probably the
I can't say anything because I'm like Steve Krill. He's a 30-year bitch.
Never have I ever posted something on social media that was directed towards one person.
All the time. I mean, guess who?
Has she ever responded?
Use I've learned to uh, put it within the plans selection, not worldwide. That's the big difference. Like the story, the story of Huey Lewis. That actually was broadcast worldwide, and that's the only reason I found that story. It's the whole thing. If you want to check out my YouTube page, like and subscribe. Anyways, so yeah, I passive aggressive some shit like that and
The vent.
her husband. Especially burning his football jersey after the quarterback is loudly. That's aggressive shit.
That's just something.
Yes.
Do you think that if you were with her this 15 years or if at some point she had broken up with him or something, got with you, do you think you would have been happy?
Well, what's we want to take it this summer of love 2020.
Mhm.
Anyways, um, we were on a break.
So Rachel,
So, she made a dating profile. She was on Match.com. I, 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 I'm like Babe Ruth. Took my shot in it. Now, answering your question, would I have been happy? That's that's the road not traveled down. That's I don't know. That's that's always
do you
that's
think
always
it's possible? Sorry, cold. Do you think it's
probably would have been like so smitten that she probably would have gone behind my back and fucked a lot of guys.
do you think it's possible that you I'm curious how you'd answer this because I think a lot of guys and women probably aren't that introspective about it, but conquested it, felt you got it, and then you feel like it's something that you'd be able to you did it and move on from.
So you're saying if I ever had sex with Brittany, if like she talks about and it's good.
Not just sex, but maybe feeling for a time that she chose you, she approves of you, she wanted you. You got to feel that, and then, this isn't that great, and then you toss her aside, move on. Possibly.
Uh, I don't know because that is the that is the question. I don't know what probably whatever. I guess no because all the crying heartache, writing shit cold, writing so many confession letters to her, and even beforehand, all this nonsense. It would be like uh,
For nothing?
would be it'd be like Tom Cruise won the Oscar for Best Actor. It's something it's always alluded to, and that he in like great movies and shit. It's always alluded. I would never give it to him. It would be or it's easy to say it's fortunality, but I don't even go there. But it's kind of like
How many people have won Oscars in their life of shit?
yeah. Also, there's been a lot of Oscars that people don't really deserve it. I like Dances with Wolves.
Look at
Uh,
Anna Paquin. Didn't she win? She was like 12 or something for some movie.
which was
I don't know, but I feel like Anna Paquin, and it's like she's less famous right now than Drew Barrymore, and it's like, okay, it's not the end all be all. It's not a guarantor of happiness, you know?
I
And
mean,
Britney isn't either.
I mean, like, um,
There's a concept called kill the cheerleader that some women believe that men like become, I hate to say successful, but they become desirable, they feel, to more women. And in their mind, they were treated poorly by women or girls even when they were younger. And I can believe that because I was bullied. I believe bullying exists and cruelty exists. So I can believe that's possible, but then they say, and so to like make like justice for them as a younger person, they seek out to harm people that weren't those people. Like women that didn't turn them down then might not have even been born then. And then if they can get them to like them and then abuse them or dump them, mistreat them, like that it somehow like redeems what was done in the injustice of when they were a kid, even though again, more often like the people that they're harming didn't actually do anything to them or but it's in their mind it's like you would have though. It when I was like overweight and didn't have nothing, you would have. I mean, and I think that I'm not saying that you would do that, but it's you don't actually know how you would feel in that. Like, maybe if you got there after you were different or something, you might be like, "Huh, so I wasn't good enough for you before." Like, and maybe it wouldn't feel like as much of a victory or you're hoping for.
it's, isn't there like, God,
Yeah, mom's
so I'm trying to think of some movie that, or just a, really just a trope of, uh, going to your high school reunion, see, and you got all slimmed down, sexy, and the quarterback of the football team at the time really wants to give you some good.
being thin is not an achievement. Otherwise, everyone in the cancer ward would be like, "Yes, look at me. So snatched." They're like, "Yeah, look at me, totally dying." And then
Oh, I'm sure she could win.
but look at those corpses. They're so snatched.
I don't talk about drop dead cars. Am I right? Yeah.
Oh my god, high school reunion. Oh my god, what was your secret? Cancer.
My son, am I
Hobby. Oh, was a cheerleader for well, I mean, what I mean is, I think, like, I don't know, I guess I could ask you, do you feel like the fact that you didn't, like, hook up with anyone in high school is an injustice to you?
no,
Yeah, I didn't get that impression from you because, like,
no.
yeah,
Hey, I, I was here's my high school. Get the fuck out. It was close.
yeah, it's true. Well,
Yeah, I wasn't really attractive to like nobody there, much like now, 20 some odd years later.
what I kinda think is it's possible, bear stay with me on this, that
Yeah,
Britney isn't the greatest human alive, that she is
yeah,
not
she's garbage. Just I look at you sometime.
No, I mean, I just mean, like, she's not like, maybe if we had a different perspective, like, she shouldn't be the Mount Everest, you know what I mean? Or the place you put her on is actually,
But
like yeah.
go back to 40-year-old version. Pushing the things though. So go ahead.
I don't mean a pussy, I mean, like, the one person that your mind has got that pattern that neural pathway ground down to because you've gone back to thinking about her. Because for a while it was like the main thing and the comfort and these thoughts, maybe daydreaming and then it gets easier because the way our paths work, with me picking my nails and like think patterns become easier because they're like habitual. And maybe it's just that she's the path that you're used to, but not because she's the path that's the greatest to think about or maybe you feel like it holds some approval. Like if you could just have her approval, maybe you'd feel different about yourself or your life or your value. But what if like you wouldn't? What if it was like, you know, like um Romeo and Michelle's high school reunion where Billy's like throwing up behind the school and like, I do ya. And it's like, what? Like
Do you know what you're
if you got that, maybe it wouldn't be like you think maybe if I got it, it'd be the clarity I needed. But maybe you don't need it to have clarity, you know?
I mean, clearly, D5 feeling almost 6 years later, she gets like this erase from existence.
Because you want it to mean something like it's Forrest Gump and Jenny, or somebody you knew for a long time, and so it must mean more. But I don't think it's true. I think it just that she just happened to be there, and it
I'm,
means something in your life, of
I'm,
memories.
I'm a smart man. I know what love is. But I kind of get what you're saying. It's just, but it's
There's a million paths in the ocean. So say there's an island, and you can be caught up that you need to take this one path and this one path, and it's not working. But you won't stop and think, but there's a million paths. You could find another. Um, if you maybe let go of this one, that doesn't have to be this one. You know what I mean?
yeah. I mean, also it's kind of like, um, boy, I like, I like how this steak was nice, succulent. I wish I can or hey, this was an awesome movie. I wish I could see it again for the first time.
Okay. What if you could find a foreign woman, not someone looking for a green card, somebody who's fine where they are? I mean, maybe they think you're exotic or something, but not out of greed. You know what I mean? And I'm not saying it to say take this path. I'm saying it to say that I'm sure there are people in this country too that are not greedy. But if you haven't found one for you, what if there's nothing wrong with you? What if it's like some people's priorities, some people's what they find to be important is different than other people. And a lot of people, like say if you're in a city, a lot of people move to a city to make money, then you shouldn't be surprised if you find people in the city, hey, all these people like they just want to make a lot of money. Like that's what I was saying earlier is like if you have 10 people in a country and 5 of them leave because they're like, hey, this country over there, you can make money. And the other 5 are like, yeah, that's not really a priority. Okay. And then if this country grows with the people looking for that, maybe they have a higher percent of people that's their priority. Um, Not that you can't find them here, people of all different belief systems and um I almost said, and that's what makes America great. All different people, but there's people with different beliefs everywhere. I just mean that
And I believe you have the greenest looking eyes ever.
Greenest? Thank you. I don't know what he means rare. Never have I ever stalked my ex's partner on social media. Absolutely not.
Oh, I checked and see what wheelchair girl's husband does. Yeah. Eh, I I don't call it stuck. I say, yeah, let's see what this guy is. Uh, no, he works in IT, makes more money than me. Hey, I'm not happy for her. Weird 9 month engagement. Okay, but next question. I never ever have. I never ever. Okay, how is this? I never ever had.
That's good. Never have I ever thought one of my friend's parents were attractive.
No.
I would say no, but also, like, I haven't had many friends. But also, I would also say some people's parents are some sick fucks. Like, you'll see some women that are so desperate for someone to find them attractive that's younger to be like, "Ah, I still got it." Some guy that would screw anything noticed my push-up bra. Like,
Speaking of
okay,
which,
alright.
speaking of which, I finally got into watching American Pie for the first time this week. So, guess what I'm going to talk about in my next video.
Did you hear about that Jason Biggs
So,
wife
Pie,
or
yeah.
ex-wife? No, she had some pictures on social media with her son.
Okay. What about it?
See, I'm trying to remember. They were in bed embracing. He's a little boy, and she's like,
Yeah.
"Your son should be your best boyfriend you ever." Like, it was something like it's really creepy. Anyway, that's Jason Biggs' wife that I guess they're divorcing.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. This is complex and building. Okay.
I don't know what that means.
This is complex. Um, it's the Greek story of Ephesus, and he killed his father to build his mom. Exactly. These are what Greeks have myths about.
I'm trying to find it. Let's see.
Meanwhile, I have never, ever
Here's like one
drove.
picture. Um, well, let's see if I can find it. Okay, hold on. Jenny Biggs, I think is her name.
Jenny, I got your number. I wanna make your mind. Don't change the number. Well,
She calls her oldest son the most um toxic guy she'll ever date. Wasn't she like but isn't he like 12 or something? Like, come on. Um, okay. Your eldest son will be the most toxic guy you ever date. This is what she posted. Also featured Beyonce and Jay-Z's son, O3 Bonnie and Clyde. All right.
that doesn't. This is
So there's one. There's
It's fun. Look, that's a.
Here we go. So this is it's Jenny Biggs. That's so. You'll ever date?
I was this happened. I would like to custody, and she just.
Hey, that's so creepy. That's so creepy. I don't know. Maybe she's having a psychological break. I mean, I guess divorce does a number of people.
Yeah. I have never ever peed in the pool.
I wouldn't ask you that, but you sound suspicious now. Never have I ever forgot the name of the person I was fooling around with. No.
Um, nope. I don't fool around with anybody. Well, except my aunt.
Never have I ever been slapped across the face. I mean, I probably was by my mom as a child. I
Yes. In high school too.
never have I ever been in a relationship with a lifelong friend. No, I've never even had a lifelong friend.
Well,
Ne-
if you went out with, if we were counting for went out with me,
never have I ever had a paranormal experience. No, I haven't.
I probably have several paranormal experiences because I have a little bit of intuition. I can see more deja vu.
Really?
I think I can. I think I saw seen something up in the night. So that's a good
Wow.
guess on that.
Never have I ever had sex in my grandparents' house. Nope.
I wish, but I can't. I can't do that anymore. They build those that down. Now it's a big old parking lot. I should, you know what? Never mind. I could actually do it.
Never have I ever gotten food poisoning on vacation. Nope.
I think I had that. Went to resupply went to the Paradise Casino. Got some food after the show. I think I got super fucking food poison from there.
Really? Food poisoning
Yeah,
sucks.
I had a terrible run.
Never have I
The cocktail, but I'm sorry. Go ahead.
never have I ever flirted just to get something I wanted. I mean, what's flirting? Because does it count if if you're being nice? But if it's the opposite sex, whereas you would to a woman too, you know what I mean?
I
Like,
guess
hi, good, you know.
you can want want her like me, give me her number so we can go out and have dates and like hear her.
Never have I ever slept on the side of a highway in a car. No, and that sounds dangerous.
No, that's dumb. You don't want to be an underpass ogre.
Never have I ever turned my underwear inside out and wore it. Oh yeah, my all the time by accident, and my shirts too. I've gone out with the whole ass shirt completely inside out.
I've done that. Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm on the schedule of rent. This doesn't work.
That doesn't surprise me.
I did. So I was running low on underwear, and I did laundry tonight because it's actually kind of cool. 69 tonight.
Terry says it's a volcano where he is. Heat wave. Never have I ever flashed someone for beads. No.
Ah, no.
Never have I ever been to a nude beach.
I
No.
wish.
I mean, most of the time I've been to the beach was when I was a child. Got all really bad sunburns. Why would someone want to see a bunch of children? I mean, I'm sure you could on a beach. Kids go in the beach all the time. It sounds really creepy. Like, I don't think it's I don't think people
Well,
go anyway. No.
I was in the Gulf of America and a couple of years ago, and my Astro had got all wet. I was really upset. I didn't like it.
Never have I ever tried something I learned from 50 Shades of Grey. No, and I still haven't seen it.
I mean, it's more like I would need more than before I watched this movie because that's my style.
I can imagine you spank your own ass in the mirror every night with a whip and you wink and say, "Yeah, you sexy beast." And then you
No,
jump into
I
bed with two arms leaping.
no, I jump in the bed and bounce off like fine.
Never have I ever shown up at the wrong airport. No.
No.
Never have I ever smoked weed out of an apple. No, I have never even thought about apples this way at all. I like apples. Oh, never have I ever appeared as an extra in a movie or TV show. Yes, I have.
Does being on the news count?
I think I should count.
Okay, then I did that when I was like 13 or 14. Never ever I've seen a UFO.
Never have I ever got high before a class. Nope, never.
No?
Never have I ever been fired from a job. Yes, I have. Multiple
No.
times.
Supposed
Never have I ever been rejected when asking someone on a date. Yes, I have.
to time. Even even then, not even to my face. By the way, a sidebar to all this. So I had restarted Tinder recently,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm got a real human match, and so it's like, oh, there was a decent conversation. So she goes, uh, some about a Maggie Kennedy goes, she goes, oh, you'll love it, but if you ever meet, you're gonna have to pay because I don't have a job. It's like, okay. It's like, oh, so you don't have a job, you guys are, yeah, she's in a stall. She goes, no, I just moved here a couple of weeks ago from somewhere up in northern Illinois. I was like, oh, that's yeah. She goes, eventually, she goes, and I went, oh, for a job. She goes, oh no, rehab. The place I was looking at, it's balloony bouncing. Awesome. That's not this thing. And I deleted the account like 2 days later. I was like, mhm. Uh,
Well, I feel like that maybe if you can think of something you are gonna do anyway and spend roughly the same amount of money, it might be good with someone else, you know? I don't know, I feel like I've seen it on TV and stuff where, like but usually it's like, "Oh, I happen to have an extra ticket," or something, you know? But if there was, like, 2 tickets to a museum or something, like, well, maybe. I mean, I don't know if you have to pay for parking or something, but or an outdoor event, you know, I'm sure they do that, you know, in Illinois. Things that they might be going or wanting to go anyway, but being with someone could make it more, fun or a nice way to get to know them, and then at the worst, you still had a fun day out and something you know what I mean?
Yeah, but it's also like, that's well, we're red flags, you know? No job, she's going to rehab.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
No, that person I know. I kind of
uh,
no, I get
like
that.
even like person I met on Bumble before, something was it Facebook dating or some other app. Anyways, yeah, it's like, oh, I don't have a job. Oh, I quit my job because I didn't have time to web. It's like that's just, and spent like an hour. And I was like, all right, thank you for coming out today, and good luck in your search. And
Yeah.
she goes, so what are we going to eat? Uh, so yeah, I kind of been there, done that.
There are some
Uh,
things that are economical at a larger size. Like, say, to go somewhere for 1 ticket is $100, and for 2 tickets is 120. You know, that it can be more economical for 2 anyway, or to get, like, a small funnel cake is $10, but one like, for 2 people is, like, $12, you know, like, find that often with the coffee, like, the buy-in for a small is a lot, but for a larger one is only slightly more. It's like, well, if you did the buy-in per ounce at the smaller, like, and doubled it, it'd be here, but this is not double, it's just math. What I'm saying is, it's almost like if you're willing to take the chance, I wonder if there was some way I guess often it'd be somebody you know at work or school that's like, "Hey, if by chance, would you wanna go to this with me?" Or you have to specify with me because 'cause I'm be like, "Hey, I got 2 tickets. Oh, can I have them? I'll take my boyfriend." Not that, but kinda like it's in a public place. Like, remember how you met that woman in was it St. Louis? St.
oh
um
yeah,
yeah, something like that where it's, like, fun, you'll have fun anyway, and if you connect on being able to, like, recreate
like
together or, like,
when
um
we went out to dance.
yeah, dance the same music, eat similar things, you can have conversation. Because then if it doesn't, do at least have time out, you know? And if it does, then that's good too. So you can't really lose too much.
What else was this?
Yeah.
It's like how job I was like, oh, it's been weeks since I did this. I didn't speak anything. And nobody called me. Nobody liked me. You know, they still be like, oh, it's me. And then our personality.
I wonder if you could get like a um
Well, Dom, yeah.
what? A love song. Yes. I was just thinking like interacting with people, the speed dating only gives you like a few people. Whereas,
Few people and few men.
yeah, like it's it's lower chances than like you know, if you had a part-time job or something that was like a DoorDash, not that you'd frequently meet people, but I feel like even something that's accessible that you're gonna make money anyway, and if you met someone or happen to get off, you know, running into someone, good, and if you didn't, you still got to, like, find some work and make some money and, like, where there's still something good to gain for it, where you're not like, "Oh, I'm just only lost in doing this," where you feel beaten down by it, and then you have more opportunity to meet some like, a genuine connection with someone, you know?
Well, it's kinda like, let's go to let's see, like, insurance or, also looking at it,
Yeah.
maybe, see if I can do both, Genesis assistant. That's a primary female dominated area. And also, you know what? Wait a minute. Guess what? Just like a few bucks than what,
Yeah. Yeah, because at the least you have a job and you're learning from the job and you're, making a
and
living. There's
she goes, oh, guess what? I'm going out with a contest. Just, just, plus I'd be like, kiss her, I'd be like, your bottom filler is kind of a little rusty. You may want to, brush a couple times more.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, a lot of women probably don't wanna be corrected on their dental habits on the first date, but what do I know? Just might find the one.
Maybe your molars are
Mm,
more stickier uh, than the headlights or something.
no, it's been a long day.
Your brakes is more shinier than a 57 Chevy. Oh, I'm sorry. It's left mouth jokes.
You know what? You're working on your love novel. You could have worked that in there, a little dental humor.
You want to set, you want to leave hickey marks on it, like like leaving something on white walls. I tell you what, let's go down to the chicken too. Think that's good fried chicken. I tell you what. Yeah,
Ne
afterwards, you put some Tracy Adams on it and get some mud and tires.
Never have I ever gone more than 3 days without showering. I'm sure I have when I was a kid, because like, I was filthy, but also I was poor. So my mom kept and I'm from up north, so my mom kept the house so cold because we couldn't afford heat really. So I remember just being freezing in the winter. And so to be wet and cold where the water turns to ice on your skin is so like you wouldn't want to take a shower or be soaking wet and then go outside in the snow, right? Well, the house was like that. Just freezing. I could go into the blanket and just get all wet in the blanket, but and I would when I had to take a shower. Anyway,
I think I
yeah.
went. I think I've gone 5 or 7 days without taking a bath. Because after a while, your scalp gets all dried out, and after a while, you develop a dandruff problem. That takes years and years of correctness.
Never have I ever
And
keyed someone's car. No, I haven't.
no, but there's always a first time.
Mm, I don't think there's always a first time.
Well, you got 5 minutes.
Never have I ever hosted a party and had someone vomit on my furniture. No.
Well, like I said, there's always the first time.
What does that mean? What if you died at 2 years old? You never hosted a party. There was never a first time.
maybe when you talk about what was in your previous life.
Never have I ever stolen a street sign. No, but I have something to show you. And I didn't steal this, but wait,
Oh,
I don't have it here.
let me guess. This is super wet, or uh, there's a having stuff it out.
Wait a second. What? No.
Stall for time.
I don't know if it's still. I don't know if it's still in my bag here. Shout out to Terry. Yes, I still use his purse every day. um,
I bet you can pull the bird
I think I might have put it on my chair. Oh, or it could be in the other room. Ugh, where did I put it? Let me check one other place.
Okay. All right. So, anybody have seen any good movies lately? Jackass, the last Jackass and stuff came out this weekend. Go, I eventually see that. Saw the He-Man movie. He-Man. I enjoyed it. Scary movie. What place? Hilarious. That was hilarious. And apparently, there's Toy Story 5. Yeah. Um, that beats the original. And, oh, what else? Oh, yeah, there's a new Steven Spielberg movie. But yeah.
All right, I still have it somewhere. And when it shows up.
Awesome.
So last week, I went to Aldi. It didn't do very well. Actually, I bought a chicken that would expire 3 months earlier. And I didn't realize it. But as I left the Aldi, I saw a scrap of what I thought was just trash on the ground. Like, and sometimes I see trash and I pick it up, like I'll throw it away. Like, or oh, that's interesting. I could read it like on my way to the car, like, what's this little thing? Like, well, anyway, it turned out it was a sign from it actually was something for peppers, but like on like where it would be like on something. And it's electronic, like, it has, like, little screws or whatever. So there's no way to, like, push in a card to be like, "Oh, this is the price." It's, like, somehow in the system to change, I think. And so I think I should return it to the store even though I found it on the road, like, to the car, like, just debris on the ground, like, wasn't in the store. Like, I don't know how it got out there, but I was looking, I was like, "This is so cool, like, how do they" like, it's hard, like a like an external hard drive almost, like where like that kind of density, but yeah, anyway.
Like chip.
So I have one of those. I'll show you when I find it. I must have taken it out of my purse, put it aside somewhere, and now I don't know where, but I didn't realize what it was until I got home. And
What
until
else is in your purse?
what?
What else can I prepare for?
All right, so I got a grocery store receipt from Ralph's today. Um, lip balm, hand sanitizer. And I get a bunch of sweet and low packets from when I hit the Starbucks there. Hair tie, um, another hair tie, um, another lip balm. This is a good lip balm. Oh, what's this? Oh, so this used to be a some kind of a protein bar. It's wasn't this shape originally. But I would try to bring snacks in case I get hungry. So it's like, but like, why would I eat this? You would think I sat on it, but no, just the weight of the purse or whatever. So yeah, I'm not gonna eat that. So junk, trash, rotten food. But
Alright,
yeah, it's weird.
yeah,
I'll show you.
with you.
I have, but I can probably lose it. Like what, like an old timey detective or a
Um,
news reporter.
I'm wearing my work outfit out and about. I have my pen and my marker, and I have my little notebook of notes for work, or thoughts, or opinions, or things I need to do later. I have that in my little pocket. In the other pocket, I have my uh,
To-do
yearbook.
list. Some people use a notes app, but I had to get rid of mine because I don't have space in my phone.
Well, so it's just nice to have something not digital, not burning, um, you know, um, battery power on your phone. So it's nice to have that. Have this plain old piece of paper.
Yeah, I
Notes,
guess.
or I can go on those.
And actually, they have apps like where whatever you wrote down, you could take a picture and they can convert it anyway. So it still has some value of storing it, writing it.
Or or be like, uh, 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 you party pitch last time.
So, how are things going otherwise? Do you feel like you tend to get like depressed in the summer or um this time of year or
Yeah, because like I said, on the 6th is the 20th anniversary of uh, that woman and I now had a nice evening, and but after a while that kind of faded, but you know it just keep stuff like that just comes out on you, sneaking up like a panther on your back door. Um,
do you think it's weird? Like happiness. So like I'll talk about myself because I was thinking about this lately. How like where does my ideas of happiness come from? And I feel it's like, well, a lot of the things is like from when I was a kid and what I would have wanted, what I would have thought. And a lot of it is the same. Like the things that I like, the things I thought might make me happy. And a lot of times I think we get attached to this say it's like a memory of you're in the kitchen at your house and your mom and your dad and your brother are all there and then you're going to have a family meal together and
there you
then
go.
you can go in your room and you're going to watch whatever program is a new episode at the time that you really like and then you think to yourself, wow, what a great day, how happy I am on this day. And then in the future you think that is happiness and I can't get that because, like, maybe this person died, maybe that house has been sold, things are different, that show has been canceled. And you try to recreate a little bit of it, like, oh, well, this is kind of like that because some of the people are there and it's a different show, but it's a little similar. And maybe like, and I think to myself, like with myself, my mom is dead. And life is different, and whatever, like, exact scenario made me happy, say, in the past, or what I thought would, "Oh, well, if this and this and this happened, then would be happy. If that can't happen." But then I thought, there are times after what you thought would make you happy that I bet if you notice made you happy, like a totally different kind of a show or totally different job or situation, like, "Oh, whoa, like, I didn't realize, but, like, this is actually having fun. This is actually," like, or I think sometimes you have to, like, let go of this impossible idea of happiness so that you can have a better happiness. Like, what if this experience you had as a child isn't the end all be all? Like, that's good, but something better is there, but you have to open your mind to outside of, but no, it has to stay this way, like when I was a kid, forever, because that's when I decided that this is what happiness is. That's not happiness because it's not this. This is happiness. That's something that's not what I wanted. Like, um, you attached also to this wonderful night with Brittany where you're happy, and this is happiness, and I need that because that is what happiness is. And like, okay, what if that was a happy night, and now it's blocking you from any other idea of happiness that could be a lot more happiness, but you have to like let go of like this is where happiness is crystallized. I have to get that back again. This. And of course it makes a certain sense, right? Like, well, what are we like reaching for if we don't have any idea or goal? Like happiness based on what? Like, um, of course, if something was good, you were looking back for the good thing. Like, oh, if we were the monkeys and this tree had the good fruit. Yeah, I'm trying to get back to that tree because that was delicious and this is crap. Or like, or if I know that's delicious and unknown, 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 or known crap, known crap, it's like, yeah, that's my idea of the happier tree. And I want to get back to that. But it's like, that's not the only happy tree. And what if there's a better one, but you gotta just let go of that one and let that be like, that was a good tree. But one day you could look back and say, like, in a moment, like, "Oh, this one day, like, this is happy, time in the past," and say, "This is the future." And one day in the future, you could be saying, "This was a happy, like, in this time here, wasn't that happy?" But you gotta let yourself in there, feel it, and get there instead of just saying only, "This was," but you have to, like, be able to experience it. Like, what if on this night you could say in the future, "That was a happy night." But on this night, you thought about the past, only like that was your happy night 20 years ago. And I do believe that that's there for you, for everyone. But that's the hardest thing, like the past and the ocean. If you're so stuck on one idea of happiness that you deprive yourself of better happiness. And Brittany is not the only path to happiness. She is, and you know that.
Uh, it's really, it's living a women in the world that you just wouldn't want to work young people.
I think to me, you know, the things I sought for, I still go back to. I don't, things are very hard for me to let go of ever, but I'm trying to. But that's why I'm very empathetic to understand exactly what it feels like, because it feels risky to let go of what made you happy, or you really thought you spent a lot of time and thought into. Like, this is what I want. Um, for what? For what you don't know. But I think that when you think of it, it actually does. It makes so much less sense to think that this was the only way to be happy. This was the only and the best. That actually is more ridiculous. Something to think about. Um, that's when they say when one door closes, another opens. sometimes you have to close that door to get the other one to open. And I think
Or,
the Britney door, we should put some locks on, you know?
that door's been closed for about 6 years. So, I mean, trust me, I tried to get over the handle. I tried knocking. I was like, hey, am I home? Yeah. Ding, 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 ding. Hey, I you got some candy. Yeah. You want Starbucks?
Think of it like you're after this perfect outfit. Like you saw it on TV, you fell in love with it, and you envisioned how happy you'd be to have it. And you saw like the store they sold it at, and you envisioned yourself in it all the time, and you thought about it, saved your money for it. And then it was sold out in the store when you got there. And then it's like you spent years questing after if I had this outfit. So you go to different stores and you're like blind to no, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Okay, no, you're online. No, that's not it. That's not it. And think of and then along the way, imagine if one of them you would have seen would have been so much better. And like a better like if you let yourself to be like, oh, what's this? Oh my god, like this will work. And like I think it can be kind of life. Like but you won't see it when you're just like, "No, it has to just be that because that's the one I had my heart set on, and I know that's the one that'll make me happy." Or even you tried it on and you're like, "This is great, this fits great. Oh, but I can't afford this price right now." Okay, but I'm going to. Mm.
Or, um, you know how some people wear blue shirt on Monday, red shirt on Tuesday, yellow shirt Wednesday, etc., etc. Or, yeah, you know,
Yeah, but
or, I don't know. I have a
some
point, but it's like, or, or, go with Sheldon on Big Bang Theory. You know, I know you probably didn't watch it, but he evolved from this
thank you.
dorky asshole, sat home, had everything uh, did OCD wise. Then, 14 years later, or however long ago, ran, he moved out of the house. He got another spot on the town, did other things, but he still has those OCDs, but it's just in a different way.
Well, OCD is developed from trauma, and you don't just erase traumas. People say work through, but The the levels of that, the how of that it's not a mathematical equation. It's not a science. We do this and then you get this result, really. So, I think the world won't work around us. So we try to make our own world as best we can that we could survive in. And for an OCD person, um, between the rub between them and the world and how we handle it. I know with myself, my my childhood I was remembering the other night of my mom being beaten downstairs, of screaming. I remember of being terrified that my mom is gonna die. Of I'm the moving of like I remember this fear, and I think my mind and my trauma to try to cope with a world I didn't understand. My mind and others can be like, I have a strategy for you to have control. You do these things when your mouth a lot of times count like on the clock. Do your blinking like this a lot. Do then then you have control, so do that every time you get the fear and you do that, then your mom will live. Y so and then like I said, your neural pathways, it's like you drive them enough, they're very deep, it's very hard to just undo. We're like, "Oh, if now your life isn't trauma, well, guess what? Life is full of, like, stresses, and especially if you're a traumatized person, it can tend to lead to other problems where again the world doesn't just open up and change for you to be like, oh, you're traumatized. Well, we're not going to take advantage of you then. In fact, it can often be, if prey is easy, that's usually where predators go. So I think OCD,
Yeah.
uh, as a mental illness, is its own beast that is kind of on an individual basis. Um, and a lot of people don't want to help people with that because it is so difficult.
But also, like, no OCD will trip you up. So if you have a habit of um, locking doors twice, it's so comfortable doing that. But one night you don't do it twice, your brain slips and you only do it once, and there'll be something off.
Terror, yeah. Oh, something bad happens, yeah. Um, like this is our one of our burdens, but I I don't know. I mean, you can't just erase all of your traumas. You can't erase your whole life experience. I feel like we try to gain something from it and you carry it with us, But one thing I think is we don't want it to just close us off too much. Like I was saying about having that outfit. Sometimes you need something to click for you. If someone could open your eyes to it, or sometimes something shifts to notice, be like, because of course it makes certain sense to be like, but that one fit. The mind note wants to go where the guarantee of I decided on that to make me happy. And it takes a little bit of peering away to be like, but what about this? What if I can just look around and consider? um, and that's all I'm asking of you, of myself, is because if it's not true, that's the only way to be happy, then it's a lot better for us anyway. And whatever way you've been trying to find that person, there could be another way and totally other. And
But this done one.
yeah, I mean, you could say,
I,
well, yeah,
you could, I could go out to work tomorrow, go to Ollie's, meet the girl of my dreams who loves dressing in leather and loves my stupid jokes.
you could, but your mind is probably telling you right now, well, what's the odds of that? But that's the thing, is
So,
like, well, the odds, like, what are the odds that that's the only way, though? What are the odds that there's just one rest? Like, it can also work both ways. Yeah. Open yourself up to more odds, I guess.
free your mind in the restaurant. Was that
Michael Jackson.
Was that like Janet Jackson or something?
All right. Well, I should talk to Jerry before he falls asleep. But good call. I hope I made you feel a little better.
Yeah.
Cheer up. All right. Love you. Or maybe even finding a person isn't the path to happiness. Maybe join a commune. Or what's Midsummer, a cult. I'm down to one eye. Well, I'm still here. Hello.
That's so sorry. I'm like,
The leader has yeah. Sorry, it's getting tired. Ugh. I hate feeling like I bring everyone down, but then I also don't want. All right.
you know, bring me down.
Yeah. I also just don't want to lie, and it's like
Understand?
I've thought about to get out of this, and there really isn't anything I can do for some of this, like the biggest things. I can only hope that I can survive it, but I also think it's not designed for me to come out better or to come out okay. Like it's not a concern from how I come out. If anything, it's
It seems like it to me too. Uh, like we doing this as a 9 to 5. It's a lot of, takes a lot. I don't mean it feels like much. But for me having a day off feels more like I'm recovering from what friends.
right.
And I give many things are like set to take from this. Hard separate stuff. I don't know, it's just that feeling like that. But I
Do you ever think about like when you were the happiest?
um yeah, that's good. Let me see the happiest moment was when I was listening to you and when you because you be so pretty and stuff and then I suddenly just and this is me personally I don't know how everybody takes it. But I was like I the way I take it and I was like I like fall back and feel like I'm feel like I get a buzz off of it. You know what I mean?
Well, I think
And and I forget about my problem. But
yeah. No,
gotta
I've had
I gotta
a lot of my happiness, like the majority of it, like in the last year, it's been when I could read. It's been feeling like I could do something to make other people happy, like too. And even like last night and this week, I've really enjoyed it. Um, but it's like not up to me to keep my channel or not getting suspended. It's like, I mean, kind of like tonight, I'm wearing these Taylor Swift pajama pants. Um,
you know
bec-
what? This whole time I thought that was you.
the pants.
I thought the picture the
Um,
picture I
mhm.
mean I was
And it says 1989
I
in my
mean
glass.
sure
Drawing.
but for a split second I just think about this being you
I think
time.
Feeling like there's possibilities for you, that's a good feeling, or feeling like you have the power to, like, achieve happiness or to, like, be feeling empowered, I think makes anyone, even animals, happy. I think feeling loved, I think
You know,
I think
that's what
often
I'm
people, like, might think when they're children, because you might think you have more of your life ahead of you. Maybe you haven't realized as many bad things yet often. Maybe you're discovering things for the first time a lot, so you think that there's a whole world of discovery out there. There's so many things you haven't tried, and that feeling means there's so many things that you could like to.
want to. I'm sorry. I should.
Go ahead.
Well, I'm just saying I want to go to a lot of places.
Yeah, no, that's a good point. Like, maybe it can bring us back for trying something new and be like, "Oh, maybe there's more to like." Or, um, maybe there's good out there to be discovered, or that feeling is can still that's what I think people might when they're a kid. Also, maybe having parents, you might feel safer than in the world that's being harmed. You think, "Oh, I wanna get that feeling of safety back," or something. I don't know. I don't equate happiness to my childhood at all. That's why I try to think for other people. But I can equate. I think I think one reason people are often, like, kind of wistful of being younger, or sort of enviable of, maybe they think there's the idea of more opportunity. Maybe if you're wealthy, or if you have the circumstance to allow that when you're younger. A lot of people thought, I mean, that's why a lot of people join the military. I hope the limited options,
You
for
know
some
what?
people.
Sometimes I think back and wish I did join the military. Sometimes, but
A
I
different
turned
path.
down that. Yeah, I turned.
Well, a lot of people think training, you could use that, take things into account, depending risk, reward, potential, you don't know. Maybe if your parents did it or they were in it, then you might have an idea of what you're getting into more. Mhm. My mom was in the Air Force, but she said that's the only way to get a other job, but where she could afford college, but all she had worked at a Wendy's, so the only jobs would be, like, the mall. Because I had asked her before she died, "Why did you
Yeah,
join the Air Force?" Where she met
I
my
did
mom.
almost was it was so bad that they almost was gonna amputate.
Wow, that's scary. So sometimes if you can find that feeling again of confidence, possibility, or then I think you're never gonna feel exactly the same way, because it's as though you hadn't learned things unless you're hypnotized or something, or you didn't experience those things. It's like when Arthur says, "Why can't you be that person again?" Like, who hasn't been through these things. And it's like, 'cause that's a different person, though.
So I don't think you understand. But
I don't know, maybe those are just questions we ask yourself, too.
yeah, I know he means well though. Like be more compassionate and understanding situations and stuff. Like, I wish I had that power to help to be more helpful than where I'm at right now.
Well, you help, it's just like we all wish that we had more power. Um, but like my hope is that it will work out the things I'm in. But the unfortunate thing is I can't make it move any faster to that end to know. So it's on me to try to manage the emotions that come with the possibility for things to be really, really bad or possibly surviving and every day not know and I can't get out of it know the answer. And that's been really hard for me, but my hope is that in time that not only will I know the answer, but it will be one that I can find a way to live with. And that I could not only find some relief, but see if I have any ability left to rebuild something. Um, and I think, of course, you wish you had the power to like get me out of this exact position I'm in, but don't, So, but helping me manage getting through this time and stay as much as I can together and have moments of happiness. And to me, I kind of describe it like this. When I'm aware of how bad it is, I feel really, really bad. The memories, the pain, the fear, like that this is my reality, I feels really, really bad. And yet a lot of it is also like a fear, like the situation I'm in that I can't be out of right now. So because I'm in it for the time I'm in, which could be quite a long time, who knows? In order to survive it, I have to survive all the days to whatever I can be when I'm out of it. And so you help me handle it, like you guys sometimes forgetting it. Like I try to forget to a point that I can. Like I almost wish I could just totally forget until I'm out of it. And then after that, if my life somehow got better because of it, which feels totally impossible, then I could remember it all because at that point it would be acceptable because it worked out. It would be more acceptable because and then I could face it because it didn't have a bad ending. But ultimately, it's so bad that in the moment and, like, today when I woke up and, like, last night, I hate being aware of what I'm aware of. Um, that's rough, but you guys make the edges less rough as I'm trying to ride through this, and there's no shortcut around it. That out outside of whatever happens, I don't have the power to just, time jump it, you know? Do you feel like your options are limited?
Well, I feel like it's something is there for me, but it's far, but it's so far to reach it. And and but other times I feel lost in the moment. I feel lost at some moments, and just trying to find uh find a way to get back on track.
Yeah. Like, because it feels good to feel like you're on a track, even if it seems far away or that but I feel myself that I've tried to do always the right thing. I've tried my best. How could that not be the right track? And whatever the track is, if I'm on it, in some ways that's very scary because how much has gone wrong for me. If this is the best, that's really sad. And then if I'm not on it, then how could I get on it?
Could it
So,
be could be that you like could it be that it's like overwhelming?
yeah, definitely. When you're just one person and you feel the forces against you are greater than just one person, or even if it was a stronger person, it feels not insurmountable, but if you're gonna surmount it, you're gonna need help from up there, or some other forces. And that I'm having given up on that. It's just, I mean, you're bracing, you're you're still going through it. We don't have all of the control. So even being on a track, we still don't have all the control of that track. We try to, we hope we do. We try to get into the illusion that we can, and maybe some people have like more control than others of their life because they have more power through influence, through their family, through what they have. But even that isn't an um almighty power through everything. Like you still need things to work.
I try to hold on to that feeling that I can feeling that I can do more than do more than what I'm doing. And I guess I I keep on pushing, and then there's like situations that I end up in car trouble stuff,
Yeah.
and that
And that makes you go like, "Can I catch a break? What the hell?"
like most worry about how much it'll cost me. So how that could interfere on my path, and it's like things like the system set me up. Keep going. I'm looking. I'm looking at stuff that track that that I feel that I can benefit from, and with with that, I can reach out more.
Yeah.
Make my bread and better connection, better connections. Stuff.
Yeah, like maybe if you met someone through work and it was like, "Oh, you're a mechanic? Yeah, I've been having some problem with my car," if it came up, or someone that could help you give you a rate, you know what I mean? If your eyes open to that, or like, um
Man, I was so close to fixing my own
yeah, you tried.
stuff.
Yeah.
Some parts just hard to open up.
Yeah, mechanics are hard and they have the tools that
Yeah,
you don't have every tool. Yeah. And to even know like, oh, it's this tool exact like or let's try it. They don't even always know the first they can,
some of the tools like that get angled up,
have
trained up,
expertise.
screw.
Oh, never have I ever puked out of the window of a moving car. No, but when I was a kid, I did get car sickness. I mean, I can get motion sickness, but I don't. I think I might have thrown up in a car, really being sick, like in a bag or something.
I threw up in the car, but never not in the moving car. But when I was a kid now, and I was I don't know I was I guess I was feeling sick, but I was like so frustrated. I started like beating my head against the back of the chip, beating my head against the top part of my seat,
Yeah,
and then I just let it. And then it just came out.
never have I ever thrown up in an Uber and been charged a $200 cleanup fee. Nope and nope.
You know,
Never have I ever fangirled over a celebrity. You know what? I love being a fan of something. Like like Widow's Bay. Like I'm a fan of that show and it just reminded me how much I enjoy being a fan of something. You know, like when you're a kid and you're a fan of some things like that feeling. So I don't get it over bands because bands break up like almost all the time. Like there are some bands that are still together for like 100 years, but those are so unusual that you just assume that it's like especially like these Korean bands, they have seemingly like a built-in lifespan that's like that's it, you know? Um, but yeah, I'm a fangirl for Cher. Um,
yeah.
I think certain designers and makeup lines I could be, yeah. This is a celebrity, so that's one.
I was a fan, fan of hip hop group called Wu-Tang.
Wu-Tang.
Uh, Trap Called Quest. I mean, there was like groups that rap about it expanded my mind to things, just interesting stuff.
Yeah, or even just such talent. A lot of people get that over like Lady Gaga. Like a lot of people enjoy being a fan of Taylor Swift because if you look, there's just so much work, so many albums. There's some
Yeah,
like things that you're not like, oh, I hope they ever make anything ever again. You kind of think, oh, she'll probably make forever, and you can get to enjoy being a fan, um, and following that. But um, and like Lady Gaga, the somebody that's already had um some time like in the spotlight that you can feel confident a little bit about who you're following or that they're like gonna well not maintain it because you can't maintain anything because nothing is forever. So like you not maintain that they'll always work this hard or be able to because you could lose your voice, whatever, but that they have such a creative drive. Like I mean, look at PJ Harvey. She's coming out with another album and somebody to be
there's
a
a
fan
lot
of.
of artists. I'll probably check them out or something. But I do, whatever sounds good, I will like, I do try to listen deep. I don't just listen just to that, just, have fun or whatever, but you know, something that is something that sounds good. I'm gonna just try to look deep into it. Something, but something something sounds cringe. It feels like if something sounds cringe, they shove it in my ear. You know what I mean? They play it all the time. Like like well, I don't want to say completely cringe to me, but like Drake or something. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, Drake makes a lot. Or even like an author that they got creative flow. Like they're gonna make more books probably. Like, and there are people that love to get every new release, and it's exciting. And I think that excitement is um fun to have. It's good feeling.
And I'm looking, I'm looking to, I'm looking for, help from some, some help from AI, not a whole lot, for descriptions, for my kid descriptions.
Yeah, that sounds fun. Never have I ever had sex with my Uber or Lyft driver. No. Mm.
Oh, oh, I don't, I don't have, I don't do. I feel like you do things out there now, like for driver.
Yeah.
Um, what's the thing I'm thinking of? What do you call it? It's,
Gigs.
well, no, it's today's stuff. Like like the new way they deliver, just the new stuff the new way they stuff like Uber Eats stuff. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm slowly getting into the new stuff, but
Mhm.
I'm still, I'm still a bit old school.
Your own pace, your own learning curve. Yeah.
Pretty much, you.
Yeah, me too. I think I don't know at this age what would be expected of me to know, and I don't think I'll ever catch up. And I try to accept that.
Uh, like I said, I would take my time, and eventually, I might come around to that stuff. It seems like everything just moving fast. So,
Yeah, and then you don't need to know everything anyway.
like it did took me time to connect on YouTube.
Like if you have a robot vacuum and you've never had a robot vacuum and you get a brand new one, maybe it went through 20 different life cycles of adding this feature, adding this feature, adding this feature, adding this feature, and you didn't know all of them. Maybe you had the original one. You don't need to know all of these in between to be able to know this one. Or, yeah, like sometimes there are things that you don't need to recall or understand for benefiting your life. Like, um, like not to beat yourself up over, like what if you didn't know how to, like, use an iPod, but you used to know how to use a record player? Maybe you don't need to know it now. You can know how to use, like, music on your phone or a different way. Like, what I mean is, what if you're not behind? Like, what if you could catch up on all of these things for the next and you're not really behind as much as you think?
There was funny thing about that is I've never ever I've never ever used an iPad before, and
Me neither.
I don't think you can do that anymore.
Whatever the future technology is, what if you could get it then, pick it up, and you didn't even need whatever you
Yeah.
think you're missing necessarily, right?
Just out there, I just say it on, I just look at on YouTube or something. And sometimes you be sending me music,
Mhm.
but you know,
Oh,
hear me up with some.
I feel like um a lot of times you don't understand things about the world, but maybe it shouldn't make sense. Like maybe there are some people historically that saw things a different way and they were the ones that were right, you know? Like history is full of trends that were wrong. And just because you didn't jump on them didn't mean that they were wrong to not jump on them. I don't know.
Yeah, interesting point.
I'm well, trying to get some sleep. I should let it feel out. I'm hungry. I should have something to eat. I'm hope that I made any kind of sense to you guys tonight. Um, these are my feelings. I'm
Never been people can go back down to what you're seeing.
yeah, I mean, for what it's worth, yeah, for what it's worth, like you do help, and I am still looking forward to things like reading to you guys this week. I have clothing and shoes I see around the house. I look forward to wearing and makeup colors to wearing and perfume to smelling and I we go through times in our life especially that are so testing and trying and so like immersively um struggle like but um it doesn't mean that the way to get through them is to like put it on a fraud of being happy like can try to be genuinely happy. But also, I think sometimes sharing how we really feel can help ease it and make it us understand it, hearing it back, and kind of feel
Absolutely.
better about it. Yeah, because it's like I must matter in some way because I got to speak of this, and it matters maybe to someone hearing it, and therefore it's not for nothing that I feel this. That I'm not going through it alone because I've shared my pain. Um, so the fact I've shared it, it doesn't mean that it's all bad. It just um I don't know, I hope brings us closer that I share as I go through a struggle. And I hope I share when I get out of it.
Obviously, for respond, and I would try to take the time to listen and learn, learn from what you say at times. And let's see.
I don't know if anyone will still be here to hear it from the beginning. I don't hate America. I just think that some things about some people in it are bothering me right now. I'm not proud to share a country with those people at the moment. Yeah. But you're great.
We are America.
That's true. I am American. Through and through. I was born here, never left here.
I love exploring with you. That's you worrying about somebody, making somebody happy. Just just know that I enjoy everything too. Everything everything that you present, like exploring the books with you, and I just feel like we're exploring together.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
And
give me energy. You give me that energy though.
thank
That's how.
you. Um, no, because I had such a good time with that this week and being outside. I look forward to that next week. Um, so I just still feel that lump on the side of my head. And I heard that this woman who's like dad is like has a sports podcast. She died at 20 recently from a is it glioblastoma? Some kind of brain cancer. And it's making me like really want to go to the doctor, get my skin checked, see if I don't have something in my brain. I still don't think I can do an MRI because of my anxiety, but so knowledge about ourselves, we feel more empowered. Knowledge about our health,
Yeah.
like what's
And
going
then,
on, blood test and everything. I haven't had one in a while. I've never had my skin checked in years, but also learning about ourselves. How we feel, what we want.
yeah,
Power, not in a bad way. Power to like try to be healthy and feel okay in this life.
and you
All right, I love you. Mwah.
love to
Good night. Good night, guys. Thanks for hanging out.